All right, so this is the build quota game mode. Um, this has been out for a couple of months now, and the goal here is you pick a unit type, in this case workers, and you just make 10 of them. Now you have to start the game with workers, so you start with 3, so you got to make 7. Yeah, so it's pretty simple, pretty easy. The workers cost iron, so you have to select them and make iron. Hit the R button to do that. So there you go, select them, make iron. That was 25 because there were 5 selected. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty simplistic with these guys because there's no real decision making going on. You just make them as fast as you can. You get plenty of resources and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. The other units, of course, you have to figure out when to stop making them, that kind of thing. If you have too many, then you'll slow your build down, because those resources could go toward making units. That was 1562 in terms of frames. What would that be? About a minute and a half. Yeah, about a minute and a half. So this one, I'm gonna try to make bit cannons as quick as we can. So the first thing you need is steel, because we're gonna need gold, and you need steel to make a vault, and then you drop off resources, the gold at the vault. On the build quota map, you can look at the mini map. It's those 2 resources that are up and left of where we're looking. Yes, the iron costs, the vault costs 50 iron and 50 steel. So we're going to need 2 batches of steel. The steel comes in batches of 30. I'm going to take one of the workers, send them up to the left here. Those are the gold patches. There's your second batch, and then so the vault started. It takes about 20. I think it takes 25 seconds to make that vault. You can see the cast timer there on the bottom, the selected panel. Let's see here, how many? That's 2. That's 3 miners, 4 miners. Got 4 miners going up there to get gold. It's probably too many. So we're gonna make copper. Excuse me, no, we're gonna make halogen. Halogen and copper are the 2 high-tech resources. So in order to make the bit cannons, we need 90 steel and 90 halogen for an arcade. Bit cannons are made at the arcade. Don't need a refinery. The refinery is a building that can make halogen. It's the mana core that's making the halogen right now. So now we're just sort of waiting. Oh no, we're gonna make a couple extra furnaces. There's your 90 halogen. We got enough steel and halogen to make an arcade. So this run ends up being a bit slow because the bit cannons, they cost 30 halogen. The mana core makes halogen in batches of 30, but the mana core does it in 12 seconds, and it takes 14 seconds to make a bit cannon. So I end up building a second arcade. We can see how slow this is here. And afterward, I think I'm gonna do another build. Try the bit cannon one again with 2 mana cores to have double the production. You could also try to make refineries. It's probably better in the long term, but like in a real game, a real match. But yeah, the refineries cost halogen. They cost 60 steel and 60 halogen, so they could potentially slow you down a bit. Mana core costs 150 mana and 150 iron, so it doesn't cost halogen directly. How many workers are there anyway? Is that 6, 7? So there's 15 workers. Yeah, so we automated the furnaces. That's where that red stuff is. So they'll just sort of pump out some iron. What are we looking at here? Minute 40 left, so it takes 14 seconds. We can make about 4 per minute. 4 bit cannons in a minute. Although the mana core can do 5 batches of halogen. You can see all the resources that are banking up. $15 workers is probably too many. Okay, so that's the last batch of halogen that you need to get to the 10th worker. And it looks like it'll be done in about 30 seconds left. 34 seconds. Alright, so that's one. That was the first one, so it had 34 seconds left. And you start with how much time? You start with 7 minutes, so that was 6.5 minutes. This one we're going to make the furnace right away. Cut workers a little bit this time. Focus on getting that steel out as quick as possible. So you need 15 mana and 15 iron to get the steel. Yes, that worker was a little bit delayed. That's the second batch. And we send that worker directly up. Need a little bit more iron. There you go. Yeah, so you can queue workers to go get minerals or resources while they're building. And then I think we're gonna have a second worker go up there. Furnace is still making steel. Now we have enough gold. There we go. focusing on getting that mana core up now. There we go. A little bit late here on the halogen. There we go. Need a worker. Send a worker up there, so that's 2. Should be plenty of workers to get enough halogen, I think. If you notice there, the mana core can be built anywhere, even right next to the patches. So after that new mana core is done, resources will come in a bit quicker. So we have, let's see, 8, 10, so we got 10 workers. Rather than 15, this is probably plenty. There's the first arcade. Send the workers in there, get them nice and tight. I'm going to send one guy around to the other side. There's probably a cleaner way to do all that. That same worker will make both arcades. There you go. And we can start production at about 3.5 minutes in. Okay. Just gonna leave it at 2, I think, 2 furnaces this time. Yeah, so the big cannons cost 70 iron, so you need some furnaces and workers making iron. I'm just go send that builder. There we go. So we're at 2. We need, what was it be? So that's okay, so 3 more pairs of cannons. It's almost enough halogen for the whole thing. Yeah, so the big the mana cores work a bit quicker than the arcades. It's 12 seconds per batch of halogen, and then 14 seconds for the big cannons. The mana rocks have 1,000 resources, and they can burn up pretty quick if you put a bunch of workers on one of them. There you go. So that's 1.5 minutes. So that was 1 minute faster, and probably could have a 3rd mana core, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what's optimal and that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's the BuildQuota game mode. Thanks for watching.